Have you ever wondered if all of your friends and family watching your videos are actually hurting the performance? Well, today, myself, Rob, and Jen talk about that exact question from a viewer like you who wrote into us. We're going to talk about that and more here on The Boost by vidIQ. I was listening to a live stream training from, I think, maybe a thumbnail designer, and he brought the idea that trying to promote your videos on your personal Facebook or asking your family friends to watch it boost views might actually be hurting your videos reach the actual intended audience.
I feel like this is half truth. Yes, it makes sense. You don't want the wrong people watching the video, but if we're talking family and friends, we're not talking that many people. If we're talking about starting a new channel and then sharing that on your current channel and they don't align, then you're kind of playing a dicey game. But just family and friends, I don't think that can do that much damage.
The truth is, yes, what they're saying is true. I mean, if you don't have a related watch history, then YouTube's going to be confused who to share that out to. But Jen is also correct in that if it's like 5 or 10 people, it's not going to kill your video. I mean, sure, if you're only getting 10 views per video, it might slow it down at the beginning, but it certainly won't have a long-term effect. I think the question is, why are you having those people watch them? If they're just watching because they support you and stuff, that's different. If you're having them do it purposefully, I think it's not going to get you what you think it's going to get you. And Rob, we hear this all the time, the sub for sub and watch for watch and all this other stuff. I mean, you've seen it for years. What are your thoughts on this?
My concern would be that you get your friends and family to watch your first video and you get those 30 views or whatever it's going to be. What YouTube is going to then do is put your next video on like the home feed or suggested videos for that viewer. And unless you're going to ask your family and friends plus relatives to watch every single one of those videos all of the time, then I guess there is a potential negative signal that's been sent in that, okay, this viewer watched the first video from this channel, but then they didn't watch any of the subsequent videos, which seems to suggest, talking about the discovery engine, that is the wrong audience. And that might just confuse YouTube into who to serve the content to. But as we say, we're talking about that jingle, statistically insignificant and anecdotal and such a small sample size. I wouldn't worry too much what results you're getting. Very small channels, they often get discovered through a search term. You don't necessarily want to remain on that search term. You want to get people into browse content, but it might be more valuable to, rather than spending time asking all of these people to watch your video, spend that time on the right packaging, that being the title and the thumbnail, to reach the audience you actually want to reach.
Again, this is a little bit tricky in that the fact is, yes, YouTube's going to look at the people that watch it and engage with it. And if your family and friends, this is the only thing they watch about mushrooms or whatever, it could confuse things. But again, for the long term, not a thing that's going to crush your channel, crush the video or anything like that, especially if it's a topic that's popular. It's going to take tons of other signals and understand who is really going to engage with this content and try to find that audience. If you like this episode, we have more content just like this. You'll hit the link in the description below and you'll join us. You'll do that because we just told you to do it and you love us. We'll see you in the next one.